Hello, my name is Jasmine Williams, and today I'm going to ask you a few questions on the topic of feminism, your opinions, your views, and your experience with it. Can you introduce yourself, please?
My name is Ventorea. I'm a student here at Texas Southern University. I'm a sophomore and my major is psychology.
Okay, let's get started. Do you believe that you're a feminist?
Absolutely.
And what makes you a feminist?
I believe I'm a feminist because not only because I'm a woman, but also because I believe in the equality between both genders.
Okay, was there any influences on your decision to become a feminist?
I believe it started early on when I was a child growing up. My mother and my grandmother played a huge part in my life in instilling those values that equality is very important and that I can do just as much as a man could no matter the gender restrictions.
Okay, do you think the term feminism gets thrown around too lightly these days? I mean, everyone is proclaiming to be a feminist.
Well, I believe that people who are uneducated about the term feminist and who don't know much about the movement will kind of think it's thrown around lightly, but I myself personally I believe that the term is not, and I think that it's being brought more awareness to people who don't know about it and who want to join the movement because they see that women are being treated unfairly throughout society, and we just want for them to have the same and equal opportunities as men have.
Okay, some people think a feminist as being men haters. What is your opinion on that?
I believe someone who makes the statement that feminists are men haters don't know much about feminists or the movement because it's totally the opposite. We just want equality, and I don't think it's right that just because we want the same treatment and opportunities and we want the same payments from jobs in the job field that doesn't mean we hate men. I think it just means that we want gender equality and we just want the same opportunities that they have.
Okay, so how do you feel society views women as a whole?
I believe that throughout society, women are looked upon as an inferior in that we are weaker than a man and we can do some of the same things, whether it be the jobs or whether it be in household things. People tend to think that women are just strictly to do household cleaning and washing clothes and washing the dishes and keeping the kids fed. But in this new generation today, I believe that we can all do the same things, that men can help out with the kids, men can wash dishes, women can take out the trash. So I just believe that we should all unite and just stop trying to create division between the two genders.
Okay, so have you had an experience where you felt like you were being treated unfair because you were a woman?
Yes. For example, at my job, I was hired as a cook, but the manager who was the GM came in and he did not want me to be the cook. He decided that I would be better as a car hop, someone who would interact with customers, and he said I just didn't look like I should be back there on the grill. And also I have another experience actually. Whenever in church, I grew up in a church-based home, and I wanted to play the drums so badly, but my brother was able to play the drums. I wasn't, because they thought that boys were to play the drums and girls were to sing in the choir and praise dance.
Okay, why do you think women are paid 77 cents to every dollar a man makes, even if they hold the same position?
I believe that I believe that we live in a male dominated world where men are to be the breadwinners and that women aren't. Even if we have the same occupation, we still aren't being treated fairly because they think that men should be getting paid a higher salary than a woman. And I just think it just goes back from generations to where they want to keep women contained in a box and that we aren't as valuable as the man is in a work.
Do you believe that rape culture exists?
Yes, I do. I believe that rape culture exists because we are taught from a young age that girls are to cover up and not to wear certain things when they are around men, and that boys would just be boys. And that I believe that in today's society that we are now accepting it, and people are now getting away with it because in the media, men are doing 3 months for rape or not getting convicted of these serious crimes, and we're teaching young women that they are the reason that something has happened to them. So I think that for this rape culture thing, it should be brought more aware to people who don't know what it is. Rape culture is something where the victim is being treated like she's the one who has done something wrong or deceitful.
Do you think the media perpetuates double standards?
Absolutely. For example, if Kim Kardashian was to post an Instagram picture or any type of picture online, she is called derogatory names, she is shamed, and people are bashing her. But for example, if Idris Elba or Tyrese were to post a half-naked picture online, they are praised and women love them, but women are not giving the same respect as men are on social media, and people use these platforms to shame women instead of praising them just like they do the men.
Do you feel sorry, do you feel it is harder as a woman of color to make it in society than as a white woman?
I most definitely do. For the simple fact that I'm already faced with one challenge, me being African American, and on top of that, me being a woman, it's especially hard to compete with men and white women on top of that because one, white women, well, white people, period, have white privilege and they're more susceptible to getting a job than I do, even if I may have more qualifications than they do. But I definitely feel that it's harder for me being a minority to compete with men, and on top of that I have to compete with white women as well.
What would you tell young girls who grow up in a society that does not appreciate and value them?
Okay, I would tell young women and young ladies out there, like I tell my own younger sister, just to keep your head up. Don't let the stigma get you down, and just to continue to go for your dreams, reach for the stars, and that you can be anything that you want to be, and that nothing in this world can stop you from being the best person that you can possibly be. I will also just tell them to continue to do what they're doing, and that they're great, and that women are valued, and that we respect you. And I would just tell them to never give up.
So, in conclusion, overall, what do you think we as a society could do to promote change and change the negative connotation around feminism?
I believe as a society, we should all come together, respect each other for who they are, whether it be male or female. I believe that we should spread awareness about the way women are being treated throughout society. I believe that we should also just come together and unify and create equality amongst everyone so that we all can have an equal opportunity at anything that we want to do in life. And I just think, lastly, that once we all unify together, we will be more susceptible to start change and overcome the stigma of feminism.
Well, thank you, Tori, for answering these questions.